Okay. This video is why people should stop hating on Taurus. Okay. Shout out to the Earth signs from me. I just feel like the Earth signs. I don't know. I don't even want to make that statement right now. But I love Earth signs for me. Like, I don't want to say we're the best, but that's the way of saying what you want to say in the politically correct world. I don't want to say this. That's a gem. You know what I'm saying? Some people would charge for that information. You go on the radio and you're not trying to say, like, even the ball players gets taught that, you know what I'm saying? So I don't want to say, you know, I'm better than everybody on the team. I don't want to say that because that would sound crazy. But I would say, and then proceed to say something synonymous with that. But yeah, Taurus, Taurus niggas is gonna call Taurus stubborn, of course. And here's what I will say: what I'm talking about doesn't apply to the lower vibrational. We gotta think about it. Like my concept of heaven and hell, as I perceive it, while here on Earth, or at least one perception of it that I have, has to do with, you know, how high we are vibrating and at which frequency we are vibrating. What does that mean? Now, if anybody out there makes music, think about it like this. Think about it like those I forgot what you call that, a wavegram or a spectrogram, some shit like that. But whatever the shit that pops up when you're recording and you see the audio file, you see the wave, you see the sound waves. When you notice when you like talk real loud into the mic, the sound wave gets taller, the line gets taller, and then when you whisper into the mic, the line gets shorter. Feel me? That's really what niggas mean when they say you vibrating high. When you're vibrating high, it's like that tall line. But vibrating high is not necessarily a good thing. You could have that tall line in a recording session, but that could be like somebody knocked the microphone. So like esoterically speaking, you know what I'm saying? Or should I say metaphorically speaking, it's possible in this world for I feel like, our microphones to be hit at a high vibration, feel me? And that's what we need to be esoteric sound engineers, feel me? And throw some motherfucking compressor on that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Throw some motherfucking do your little magic, or just re-record. Ain't no problem with re-recording. Ain't no problem with taking another take. You know, especially if it's just a microphone bump. Some people get their microphone broke. They gotta buy a new microphone. See, shit, I'm about to buy a new microphone. I mean, I think I brought one here, but I might get another one still. But yeah, Taurus. Without Taurus energy, that energy of like the number two, like we wouldn't even know what home was without Taurus. We wouldn't even know. Tauruses are funny. I would say that Tauruses are really funny. That was so. That was probably one of the most generic takes you'll hear from me, but like probably not either. Uh, uh, yeah, like Taurus energy is very much like the energy of like after that Aries energy, sparking a new thought. You know what I'm saying? Like Taurus energy is very much like being set into that thought. Like a home is really, what is a home but really a thought? You know, um, a thought that we feel a certain way about. Which can be given to us by ourselves or by another person or a thing or place. You know, but that's what when they say the second house, which the Taurus constellation gets birthed out the second house. When they say the second house talks about values, that's really what people mean when they say values. It's not just about home. Home is a metaphor for your values. You know what I'm saying? Usually you keep your valuable things in your home. So if home was to be a metaphor, two geese just flew over. Um, if home was a metaphor, you know, what we would have inside that home would definitely be a metaphor for, our own, subconscious desires and values, you know. So yeah, maybe need to stop hating on Taurus because Taurus, I feel like Taurus also gives us the idea of what's fly. Feel me? Because Aries, Aries will maybe create the brand, and then like Taurus energy is like the brand is like was created in like 1800 something, and now you own it from like your grandparents or some shit, you know, and you know you just it's just you got the money from that shit, like you got the money from that Aries energy, feel me? Like, and that's interesting, like that they're both like horned, they're both represented by horned animals, feel me? Um, but the bull is a little bit more stable than the ram. You know, the ram, yeah, the bull is a little more stable than the ram. Um, but without that ram taking charge, the bull couldn't really be stable, metaphorically speaking. You know what I mean? Like, if you apply that to your own life and way of improving yourself, you know, that ram energy of initiating something, and then that bull energy of like making a home out of that thing that you've initiated. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's why people need to stop hating on Taurus, because that's the energy, especially Taurus risings. Like, I'm gonna get into rising signs. I'm gonna make a whole video just about rising signs because I feel like those really get swept under the rug a lot. You know what I mean? But yeah, like that's the energy that Taurus is really be, you know, even Taurus season. You know what I'm saying? Like we gonna hit Taurus season after this one. But shout out Aries. So, uh, yeah, um, it's beautiful. You know, and if you think about it, like Aries season, you know, it's just starting to get warm. You feel me? So like, not everybody's about to have a cookout as much in Aries season as there's gonna be in Taurus season. If you just think about the seasons, you know what I'm saying? Like Taurus season, at least in New York. You know, I'm in the South right now, so there's probably people cooking in their backyard right now. But in New York, yeah, the barbecues pretty much start around Taurus season. You know, Taurus and then Gemini season. You know, but Aries season, you know, I'm sure people is out there right now. You know what I'm saying? It's a nice warm day. I don't know if it's warm in New York right now. What is it? It's the 4th of April, 2021. I could be completely wrong about this. It's definitely April, and I'm pretty sure I got the year right. Well, that's debatable. That's another video. Yo, shout out. I'm gonna do a whole shout out video. I'm not gonna do a whole thing. That's Tauruses. Shout out Tauruses, you know what I'm saying? Y'all give us, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay. It's like me. By the way, these shades, I love my new shades. My catchphrase when I got my shades on is don't look at me, look at yourself. And guess what? If I didn't have the Aries energy, you know, you could argue that, you know, puberty is Aries energy. You're initiating adulthood, you know. You could argue that, you know, there's a lot of different Aries energies that we go through within a day, a year, our life, you know. If I didn't go through the Aries energy of like going out and like figuring out basically even at the very least at the store what type of glasses I like the best. That's Aries energy. Feel me? That's kind of like individuality. Feel me? Like but Taurus energy is because I had that individuality in the glasses shop. Feel me? I'm now able to enjoy because that's how we know we all have different Aries energy. Because another person is gonna go in there with a different kind of Aries energy, and they're gonna choose a different set of glasses. That's why the glasses shop doesn't have just one design or one brand. They understand, or at least marketing companies at the very least understand that Aries energy in particular, but they definitely understand that Taurus energy. You know what I'm saying? Um, because the Taurus energy is what allows me to keep wearing it. Feel me? The Aries energy is the energy of me saying, yo, this is what I like. Feel me? So it's like you can't really hate on either of those signs. Definitely you can't hate on Taurus because without Taurus energy, we would just be kind of we we wouldn't have the concept of this is comfortable to me, you know? Like Aries energy, like Taurus energy is very much like after you've won the battle and you got that first night's rest, you know? Or let's say you've won a particular area of land and you as a warrior you choose your plot of land over the area that you've conquered, you know, as a knight or wherever you were in different cultures or whatever. Like that concept of like, which sounds brutal from my, but I mean that a lot of these cultures or will be considered brutal from our perspectives, you know, from some of our perspectives, you know, but that was life, you know, or that's, or should I say that's life, you know, because even at the very least, you know, in our own battles, you know, after you fight a battle and you win the battle, You get to sit down. Like I'm sitting down right now. You get to sit down for a second. That's how I perceive Taurus energy. Feel me? Um, yeah. So shout out Tauruses. Peace.